Hi friends, good morning. So let's continue with the next query in relational algebra. So in previous session I discussed about the union operator and I have shared this question in the last video. I hope you have gone through this question. So let's discuss how this can be solved. So here the question is to list name of all the employees with 2 or more dependents. Now if I see the question here I need, here some number is given like the employees with 2 or more dependents. So now if I want to count the tuples, if I want to count the values, if I want to summarize the values in the table, then I need to take the help of aggregate functions. And we have learned different aggregate functions like count, max, min, sum, average. But here which aggregate function is required? So here I need aggregate function like count. So we'll see how this can be solved with the help of the aggregate function. So for the tables which I need here are, I need the dependent table, then we need employee table. So the employees on which some of the dependents are depending. So here if I see this table, it shows Alice is a dependent who is depending on ESSN 333. So 333 is Franklin. So Alice is depending on Franklin. Similarly, Theodore, he is depending on again same Franklin. Joy also depending on Franklin. There are 3 dependents for the employee Franklin. Similarly, if I go for 987, Abner, so he is depending on 987. So 987 is Ahmad. So Abner is depending on Ahmad. Then only one dependent. So only there is only one dependent who is depending on Ahmad. Then again 1, 2, 3. So Michael, Alice, Elizabeth. These are depending on the employee with SSN 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 here is John Smith. So these 3 are depending on John Smith. So like this, these are the 2 tables which are interrelated. So like this. So now I need to find the employee name of all employees who are having more than 2 dependents. So here it is John. It is like John Smith and who is another one. So 1, 2, 3 is John Smith. Then 333 is Franklin T. Wong. So these are the 2 dependents who are 2 employees who are having more than 2 dependents. So let's see how to write the query here. So here very simple. So first we need to take dependent table. So from dependent table, count SSN wise, we need to count the dependent names. Like for example, so here if you see the aggregate function, the syntax is first I need to write the grouping attribute, then aggregate function, and this is aggregate function attribute, and this is the name of the table. So on dependent table, grouping attribute is ESSN. So group by ESSN. So how many groups we have? I have 3 groups. One is group of 333, then 987, then 1, 2, 3. Here I have 3 employee groups. So then for each employee group, I need to count. What I need to count? I need to count dependent name. If I go for first group 333, how many dependents names are there? 1, 2, 3. If I go for second ESSN 987, how many dependent names are available? Only 1. If I go for next attribute, next ESSN 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, how many dependent names are there? 1, 2, 3. So here we have done the count ESSN wise. That is for 333, 444, 4 times 5, count is 3. Then next for this count is 1. For next ESSN count is 3. So this is the resultant table. And here we have used intermediate resultant table name. Table name is T1. And we have renamed the attributes. First column is SSN. Second column as number of dependents. If I have not renamed, then the resultant table will contain column headings as SSN, and this will be attribute aggregate function name underscore attribute name. So this would be count underscore dependent name. But to do the proper naming, so they have used the rename operator. That is just to rename the attributes, just placing them in parentheses sufficient. So second column we have given as number of dependents. So now after finding the number of dependents for each SSN, we need to list those names whose count is greater than 2. So again, what I will do from table T1, we will select only those tuples where count is greater than 2. So check for the number of dependents column and check whether the count is greater than 3. So the number of dependents, it will go to first tuple of T1, check whether 3 greater than 2. Yes, first tuple will be selected. Then 1 greater than 2, no, it is rejected. 3 greater than 2, yes, this is also selected. So from these 3 tuples, 2 first and last tuple will be selected. So that I will place in a new table T2. So this is T2 which gives the SSN and the dependents value greater than 2. But here I need list of names for these employees. So now I need to find what is the name of this employee. So then what I need to do here, I need to join this table T2 with employee table. So now just check which join we can apply. Shall we go for natural join? If I want to apply natural join, we should have same column name. Here I have SSN, here also SSN. Directly I can apply natural join operator. No need to specify the column name because natural join it will select identical column names. So T2 natural join employee. So match with this. So first I will take 333. Whether it match with first SSN? No. It matches second? Yes. It will select Franklin T Wong column. Then match with third one? No, not matching. So it is not matching with any other tuple. Then it will go for second SSN in T2 table. Again just start comparing with each and every tuple of second relation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 match with the first tuple. Yes. Then with the second tuple, no. Third tuple, no. It is not matching with any other tuple. We have only one matching tuple, the first tuple. So here we will get John B. Smith tuple and then Franklin T. Wong tuple. These two tuples will be selected. So, but here I don't want all the columns because I need only the name of those employees. Will apply for the result. I will apply project operation and will select only F name and L name. So that will store in the result. So only these two tuples are selected. We'll store that in the new table, resultant table. So these are the employees, that is Franklin Wong and John Smith are the employees who are having more than 2 dependents. So in the same way, we can solve many more queries. If you have understood these queries, how to write the queries, and if you have any doubts, please post your questions in the comment box. And if you have any more questions to solve any other query which you find in your real time, then please post your questions to me. We will try to discuss your questions also in our coming sessions. Thank you. Have a great day.